Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Anjali. Today the topic that I'm going to discuss is how to reset Pandas DataFrame index. These are the ways that I'll explain in this video to reset DataFrame index. We'll start with a simple index reset by keeping the old index, and then we'll see how to reset and drop the old index. At last, I'll explain how to use the inplace parameter. You may not know what exactly is data frame index. So now I'll explain what is data frame index. In Pandas data frame, the index is a set of labels that uniquely identify each row. Think of it as the address for your data. It allows you to quickly locate and retrieve specific rows without needing to scan the entire dataset. You know what is data frame? Data frame is nothing but we will convert a table into data frame. It will be in a table structure and we will use data frame function to convert it. This is how a data frame looks in a table structure. Now the index is a set of label that is uniquely identified to each row. You can see here these are column index values, that is employee ID, skill, age, pay and name are the column index values. For these values, here we have given a set of labels that is uniquely identify each row, or even it is applicable to column also. If you want to check with row, we will see here row index. These are values and these are positions. These won't be repeated. Each number given to index values will be uniquely identified, starting from 0 and goes on how long will be the records. Think of it as address for your data. It will allow you to quickly locate how addresses are uniquely identified. We are comparing these index positions to address value here, which means it is identified in a unique way. It won't be repeated, or one address doesn't look like another one. Address is always unique. In the same way, how it will help you to quickly locate as it is unique and to retrieve the specific row without need of scan entire data. While searching for any data, no need to scan from beginning and search for the data. By using these names, it will directly go to that particular value. If we tell 0, 2, then it will be the age 35 value. Like that, no need to scan, just identify quickly by using rows index position and column index position. I hope now you know what exactly is data frame index. Let's start with first method, that is simple index reset, keeping the old index. This method refers to calling df reset index method with its default settings to replace a data frame's current row identifier with standard integer sequence while converting the old index into a regular data column. In this method, we will call df reset index function. How we will call? We will call with its default setting to replace the data frame's current row identifiers. When we are calling this function, we don't use any external procedures. We will leave its default settings and then we will replace the current row identifiers. We will replace with standard sequence while converting the old index into regular index. In this method, we will keep the old index as it is and then we will reset the index by using this function. Now we'll see exactly how it works in an example. I've copy pasted whole code. Now I'll explain each and every line of this code. First we'll import pandas by giving the name as PD. And now we'll create data set of real estate listing. The dataset variable is data and city, state and average price are keys and its respective values are stored in list. You can see here these are city names stored in list, these are state names and average prices. Now we'll convert this to data frame by using data frame function. Inside data frame function, if we pass this variable, this dataset will be converted and the result is stored in df. Now the df is containing the converted data frame. I hope it's clear till here. Now we'll see how to set city as index to simulate non-default index. Df dot set index function we are using here, and then city comma in place is equals to 2. City here means we are setting city as index. And then in place is equals to true is nothing but it will modify in original data frame directly. It means here we are not creating any new variable. If we want to create new variable, we will give a variable name here. We will assign it with equal symbol and then we will write at that time in place will be false. It need to be assigned to new variable. But here in this case, we are assigning this to the original variable itself. So in place will be true. Now we will print original data frame with city as index and we will print the data frame here. And then to reset the index, as I said in the explanation, we will use df dot reset index function. And the variable which holds the result is df reset. And then we will print data frame after reset index and we'll print this variable. Here we are printing two lines. One is original and after resetting the index. I hope you understood how this code works. Now we'll see output. You can see here we didn't make city as column name here. We set city as index. So it is in the place of index. But here city is now a column. You can see the place of the city. Here it is not a column and here it is a column along with index values. This is how this method works. You can try this out by writing this code. Now we'll see next method, that is reset and drop the old index. The reset and drop the old index method refers to calling df reset index of drop true to replace the data frame's current index with standard integer sequence while completely discarding the old index value. You may remember in the last example, we have written the code where we keep the old index same, but here we are dropping the old index. By using drop parameter, drop is equals to true. And we will call df reset index method, which we also used in the last example. But the parameter here, we will use drop just in order to drop the old index. And we replace data frame's current index with standard integer sequence. We can give the index values with an integer sequence where we can completely discard the old index values and new values which we have given will be displayed as new index values. We will drop the old index and we will give new integers and then we will display that. We'll see how it works in an example. First, we'll import pandas as PD. Then, in the retail data variable, company, revenue, and employees are the keys, and its respective values are stored in list. You can see here. Now, we'll convert this data set to data frame to make it in a table structure using data frame function. And we will pass the variable which contains the data set. Now, we'll see how to sort by revenue to mess up the index and we will store it in df stored variable df dot sort values by revenue and ascending will be true means in ascending order. Now here we are messing the index. How we are messing? We will sort the values by using sort value function by revenue. We will consider this value and then we will perform this. Ascending is true and then we will print the sorted data that is with messy index which is stored in df dot stored variable. Then we will reset that index and we will drop the old one here. In df clean variable, we will use sorted dot reset index function where drop is equals to 2, which means here in this stage we are dropping the old one. Then we will print a clean data frame with the reset index and which is stored in this variable. We have messed the index and then we are cleaning by dropping the old one. This is what we did. Now I'll show you the output. This is how we messed it in ascending order. This is messy index in ascending order you can see here, but after cleaning and by dropping this old one, it is appearing properly from 0 to 4. I hope you understood this example. Now we'll see the last method, that is using the inplace parameter to apply the reset and drop old index method directly to your existing data frame without making a copy. Add the inplace is equals to true parameter. In first example itself, we have used the in place parameter, but there we kept the old one, but here we are dropping the old index without making any copy. Now we'll see example. First is import line, importing pandas as PD. The data set is stored in salary data, where role, location, and salary are keys, and its respective values are stored in list. Now we will convert this data set to a table structured data frame by using DataFrame function and by passing the variable which holds the data set. After converting, we'll randomize the order to simulate shuffle data. In df variable to the existing variable, we are using sample function with frac1, which means it will select all the rows. Sample function will select random rows. By using frac parameter, we will select all the rows randomly. This is for random, this is to select all. It means we are selecting the rows randomly, but we are selecting all the rows. Now to reset the index in place, we are using df.resetIndex function where drop is equals to 2. It means we are dropping the old one. In place is equals to true. In the original place itself, we are modified original data frame using in place is equals to true. We have come till here with the same variable in the df itself. We don't have this original data frame now. It has been modified in the same place. If I run this code, the names are shuffled. For example, data scientist is in the first position, but here it is in second, and software engineer in first, in second here, and here in first. The names are shuffled and the rows are in different places, but the index will be same. Even though these names are shuffled, index to the first is 0, second is 1 in the same way. According to names, the index won't change here. I hope you understood all the methods that I explained in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.